MLH here. Just found parking. It took me forever to find parking here. Excuse my voice today. It's not the greatest. But we have a shooting. East High School in Denver, for those wondering. I'm gonna go ahead and head on over there. I'm about a block and a half away. Elizabeth and 14th is where I'm parked, in case I can't remember where I'm parked. Yeah, crazy day already. But we're gonna go over here and find out what's going on. Pair double shooting. What's up, GS? Belly? Should be back now. I'll pay attention to chat once I get over there. I'm trying to get over there as quick as I can. Not exactly feeling the greatest right now. I have a cold. I did test myself for COVID. I didn't have COVID, thankfully. But this is a heck of a cold. But I'm getting over there. It's just straight ahead. There was a helicopter in there too. I don't know if the suspect is still at large. Really don't know what's going on here, guys, to be honest with you. Interviewing kids here. Apparently this was a double shooting. I don't have any more information. There's no police to talk to. There's no PIO available. I'm sure that they'll gather around here. Hey, Johnny Bravo, what's up? Can you guys, KDOT, anybody in chat, can you guys hear me and see what's going on here? The only thing I know is that there's at least 15 police cars here surrounding this. I mean, they've got every entrance to this school blocked off. I can see in the distance there's a big gathering of what I believe are the students of East High School. I don't know if the shooting occurred inside the school or outside the school. Lamestream beat me to this one just because I couldn't find parking. It's really crazy, but you can see there, right on, Johnny, appreciate that. You can see there that entrances all around here are blocked off. They got a helicopter in the air. I don't know if they're just getting aerial shots at the school or if they're actively looking for the shooter. I have no idea what's going on here. I don't know if they're going to have a media scrum. If there's a media scrum, I most definitely will be involved in that media scrum. I don't think I plan on being here too long, though. The story is it's a double shooting. I think the people have already been transported by ambulance. No word on whether or not these people's condition. I don't know if they were students, if they were adults. Just pure speculation right now. I don't understand why the media just gets licensed to get their cars inside here and I have to park a mile away. It's really weird. I mean, that they're selective in their, choosing of who they let stay here. So, I am going to stay here for a little bit. Let's see. 2 staff members in. Okay, suspect still at large. Thanks, Pepper. Really appreciate the update. I mean, there's really not much I can gather from this point unless I talk to an officer, and obviously the officers aren't really going to talk to me. I'm just hoping a PIO comes out and is going to do a small media scrum. Actually, it's looking more and more like this is a major deal. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8 or 9 major news organizations filming this. But I can see in the distance, I know you guys can't probably see beyond the tape there. There is, a lot of activity in the distance. I think those are students gathering on the outside of this high school. It's got to be awful for them. Earlier, this lady was giving it to one of the members of the media, trying to interview one of the students, I guess, because this is kind of like this little knoll here is kind of a a gathering spot for a lot of the students here. So I think she was highly upset at one of these guys trying to interview a student. She basically told them that these students have been through enough and now you're wanting to exploit them, is basically the gist of what she said. I couldn't agree with her more. Looks like Univision is here. I'm sure CBS, NBC, ABC is here. Fox, of course. I'm trying to look at the 9 News is here. Trying to see if I see any of the reporters that I know here. But yeah, this is a major deal. Two people, according to Pepper, two members of the staff here were shot. They were transported. I don't know the status of them. Just a horrible scene here. I can see in the distance a lot of students just gathered out in the front here. I don't know if they have the school on lockdown now, but apparently the suspect is still at large. Those are the reports that are coming in that Pepper saw, and I'm sure that's what these media outlets are reporting. I don't see the PIO, because I would definitely talk to the PIO. Yeah, no worries, Johnny. I hear you. News said both in critical condition. One is in surgery. Male student still at large. No weapon found yet. Thanks, Joan. Appreciate that. Kip, thank you very much for being in here. Ellie. I think Ellie's still here. Yeah. Glad I'm back here, but this is a double shooting. Apparently 2 staff members have been shot, taken to the hospital in critical condition. There is a helicopter. I don't know. I think they're just getting aerial views of what's going on here. I should have brought my drone. I didn't even think about it. Then I could have really have gotten us some views here. I could have easily have done that, and I didn't even think about it. But in the distance there, I can see a gathering of students. I don't know if that's the entire class body out there. I'm assuming so. They're probably being released to their parents. I do see a few parents here, kind of, gathering, trying to desperately get their kids, most likely. I think all the kids are safe. The suspect is at large. I don't think he's anywhere near the school. So just a lot going on here. There's at least 15 police vehicles here, probably more. I did circle around here looking for parking, and they got every entrance to the school blocked off. A lot of the cars are still here, so I'm assuming that these are a lot of the students' cars that drove to school are still here. So just a lot going on here. Don't exactly know every little detail. I'm still looking for the PIO. And I'm just gathered where the media is gathered here. So a lot going on here. A lot of moving parts. Let me look in the distance there. There is some activity going on way in the distance. It's too far to tell. If I had my drone, I'd be much more in the know. If I do the drone, I can't go live. So that's another downside to the drone. But it looks like they do have things calmed down a bit here. Obviously nothing else is going on here. There's local media is here. They're interviewing a student to the left of me right here. I really don't know what she has to add to everything, but obviously something. And these are this KUSA, which is Channel 9 here. This is the reporter that was getting his ass chewed. This good-looking gentleman in the peak coat deal. So yeah, Sasquatch, welcome. Strange, welcome. Nice to have you in here. Welcome back, Ellie. For those just joining, this is a double shooting at East High School in Denver, Colorado. I used to be a peer counselor at East High School, so I know what the inside looks like. It's a beautiful school, actually a really big school. But in the distance, straight ahead, in the camera frame. I know you guys probably can't see. I can see a little bit better than you guys. In the distance there are some students that are gathered outside. I don't know if this is the entire school body, but there are quite a few students on the outside gathered. I don't know if this is a specific wing of the school, the entire school body, or what's going on. They probably will release the kids fairly shortly to their parents, as long as the parents are here, or they have their own vehicle to take off. But not one vehicle has left the scene, as far as I can tell. Obviously, the police are doing their job right now, gathering evidence, hopefully trying to figure out what exactly went on in the school. According to the news, I'm assuming that's where you got it, Pepper, either online or one of the local news stations here. 2 faculty members were shot, both in critical condition. One is in surgery, and the suspect is still at large. I do know the suspect is a student, although the reports aren't saying if they're a student here. I'm assuming so, but you know what happens when you assume. Can never really assume. I mean, it's just students. That's all you can gather for now. I do see somebody leaving right now. I think that's a reporter. I don't know why they get special access in here, but it's just kind of how it is. But all the media seems to be on the outside here. I mean, I think it's for the best. The media a lot of times will screw things up anyway, so there it is. Solomon, what's up? Yeah, I'm assuming the school is on lockdown, and thus the amount of police officers that are here making sure nobody gets in or out. Although I do see some of the students are starting to walk this way, so I'm assuming they're letting the kids that have their cars, probably best to let them go for the day. I don't know if they're gonna. I'm sure they're gonna provide counseling. I mean, that's how these things usually go. They provide counseling for the kids once once something traumatic like this happens. Anybody that wants it gets it, type deal. And you can imagine this is a tough deal for the students, the faculty here. I do see an ATF agent walking inside the school, so they do have the feds here, in addition to local Denver police. Don't know any more details other than what I just gave you, but if anything, if I gather anything here, then I will most certainly let you guys know. I keep looking for the PIO. I'm sure he's going to be out here soon. The reporters are obviously gathered here. This is usually where there's a gathering if anything goes on in this high school. Gathering of reporters. I tried to park over there, right there, the last time something happened here, and the cop was a jerk. Said there was a bomb threat, and do you want to get bombed and all this? And I told him, I said, bombed? Why are you here then? I mean, obviously it's safe enough for you. It's safe enough for me. Besides, you're not responsible for my safety. That's another police vehicle right there. I don't know if that's an actual police vehicle or if that's a policeman's personal vehicle, but he was in there. I'm assuming it's a vehicle that the city pays for one way or another. What's up, Tian? Leslie, welcome. Yeah, I agree, transparency, and that's ridiculous. I actually do have a press pass. I didn't wear it here, but I really should have. The weather here, just for anybody wondering, the weather is actually very mild. It's probably mid 40s to lower 50s. It is overcast. It was super sunny earlier, and then all of a sudden the clouds started rolling in. It's starting to get a little bit cooler. We're expecting a little bit of precipitation here within the next hour or so. It's starting to get chilly, and I didn't wear my jacket, and I really should have. But it is what it is. So All we have so far on this one, for those just joining, double shooting at East High School in Denver, Colorado. I know I keep repeating myself, but I can't. I'm trying to keep an eye on the scene way in the distance and talk to you guys at the same time. The only information that I have is 2 faculty members were shot, critically injured. One is in surgery, according to Pepper, which I'm sure she got that from one of the local stations here or online. Um, the suspect is still at large. They did not mention whether or not it was a student from this high school. I'm assuming so, but I mean, I've seen stranger things, so you know, I mean, it is what it is, and I don't have any further information as far as that goes. I do know that the feds are here. I saw an ATF agent come on in. I think that's standard practice for school shootings. After Columbine, they started bringing the feds in on these type of shootings. So the feds are here, the ATF, um, you know, and then at least 15 police. Probably detectives are here. I mean, I do see some unmarked vehicles that are in the middle of everything. Every entrance to this school is blocked on all 4 sides, so there's no. I mean, this school is obviously completely locked down. So there you go. Hey, Matthew, what's up, man? Nice to have you in here. It was a student here, Pepper says. There's an East High in Salt Lake, yeah. Um, yep, I agree with you, transparency. Hope these 2 faculty members come out okay. I mean, they're in critical condition right now. One is in surgery. We have activity going in and out of the school. I'm assuming the kids are out of the school and are in the distance there. I do see some of the students moving probably towards their vehicles so they can get up on out of here. The other ones are going to have to probably be released only to the parents. Usually this is a place where the parents gather as well. But I think they might have moved that to the other side. I did see a lot of activity on the other side of the school looking for parking. The problem here in Denver, like this is probably on the north, or I'm sorry, yeah, the northeast side of Denver. Parking is, or central, I should say central. It is really, really hard to find places to park unless you're a member of the Lamestream Media, which they get to park right up front here. And that's, that's kind of the deal that they have with the police. So, it is what it is. And, if I were to come here and ask to park over here, they most certainly would not have let me. It is what it is. Lamestream always gets preference over the average citizen journalist, but you can see here, this is obviously a tragic scene. I mean, some of the students I saw, a couple of the students leave and they had a very somber look on their face. There's way more students. I'm assuming those are students on the other side there, gathered in front of the building. Just a plethora of activity going on here. Apparently the student is still at large. They're obviously going to be able to identify the students by the cameras that are inside the school, and obviously, it kind of seems there are people, there are students leaving the school right now. I don't know if you can see in the distance there. There are more students leaving the building. I don't know if they were being questioned or talked to, or what the case is, but a lot of students are leaving the building now, in addition to the ones that are on the far side of the school. I don't know if they had any knowledge of what happened, or maybe they heard or saw something that could have been useful to what was going on here, but more students are leaving the building here. Melissa, welcome. Walter, welcome. Oh, Matthew, we've all been through that, man. I mean, I just saw a video. I think what's truth was found an old video where somebody cloned my account as well and was kind of doing the same thing. So I mean that really sucks, dude. Sorry you have to go through that. It's a hell of a thing to go through. YouTube with dealing with all that. So um, to get everybody up to speed here, I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but there's been a double shooting at East High School in Denver, Colorado, on the east side. Um, the school is on lockdown. There are at least 15 police vehicles in and around East High School. Lamestream Media actually beat me to this one. I don't live super close here, so it took me a little bit to get here, plus to find parking. But two people critically injured, faculty members, I'm assuming teachers, both critically are in critical condition. One is in surgery. The person that shot them is a student. I don't know if we have confirmation that it's a student from this school, but I think it's a safe assumption to assume that it's a student that knew these two faculty members or knew the layout of the school. How or why he entered the school with a gun is beyond the pale. I couldn't even tell you. Maybe he was pissed at his teachers for giving him a bad grade. Maybe there was pressure. Maybe he had mental health issues. I mean, there's just a lot of speculation at this point. A lot of the students are leaving the school now. I know there was a gathering of students on the other side. I'm assuming the kids that were still inside the school might have been in a classroom that heard what was going on, and they had to make sure that nobody had any other further information. Maybe the students knew the student in question, knew the teachers. Maybe they were in the classroom. I don't know, but a lot of them are getting released as we speak. They're leaving the front door. And that's about all the information that I have for you. I know the student is still at large. We'll probably get more information real soon on who that student is. And I'm assuming that they will catch this person in a swift manner. Shouldn't be too hard. I mean, of course I say that, and we're talking about the Denver PD, who usually bungles things like this. So let's just hope for the best. Hopefully, we can get this person in custody and figure out what the hell happened here and what is going on. There are a couple of concerned parents. I think they actually left to a different part of the school. I'm on the side of the media over here. I was hoping that they would do a tiny media scrum here, and then I would get more information for you guys as it came. I don't work on the news station schedule, so if there was a scrum, people would be able to see it way before it was on the news. They usually don't do live media scrum events. They usually record those and keep them for later. There's a sergeant for Denver Public Schools probably going on in here. He might know a little more than the average person, actually. So just a lot of activity going on here. Like I said, at least 15 vehicles from my count. There may be more. Every entrance to the school has been closed or blocked off by police officers. They put up crime tape here. So I'm assuming the entire school is under crime scene investigation. That's par for the case on school shootings. More students are being let out as we speak right now. So I think this was just a case of whoever was on the outside stays outside. This was a little after lunch, so there may have, or actually right at lunch, some of the first lunches probably weren't allowed back in the school and gathered in the front there, and then the people that are inside are now being let out as well. So this is I've seen probably 50 students exit from the front door there. Probably told not to talk to anybody, which is probably the best for them, especially the police, Excuse me. We have a helicopter in the air. I mean, it's been circling. It's probably just getting, a view from above. I didn't even think about bringing my drone. I probably should have, but then I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys and report. I would just be getting video. Maybe next time I will do that if KDOT's available next time. Then I'll bring my drone. He'll go live, and then we'll just figure out things from there. Yeah, I'm looking in the distance there. It just seems like the students on the other side are just milling about and standing around. The other students that came out, I believe, are going out to their vehicles, so they probably let out all the students with vehicles out first. More students are coming out now. Let's see, I'm trying to see who these guys are. I'll get to chat here in just a second. Looks like these are just media guys. Why they're allowed to go in there is beyond me. I don't get that. Go Seagull, nice to see you. Show me Sasquatch, nice to see you. Yeah, it's a shame, Leslie, isn't it? Unindoctrinated, welcome. Welcome everybody. Really appreciate the love here. I'm here at East High School in Denver, Colorado. If you guys want to look that up on the map, it's on the east side of Denver. Elizabeth and Colfax is basically, so my stomping grounds is where this school is. I used to be a peer counselor at this school. It's a fine institution, a lot of good educators. Routinely, East High School has some of the best graduation rates in the state. I was very happy to be involved in helping some of the students here in their college goals and stuff like that. Back when I was in college, that was a long time ago. So yeah, more students are being let out as we speak. So it's just a trickle of students that are coming out the front here, and it just continues to be quite a scene here at East High School on the far side. I don't know, I'm gonna try to zoom in. Sometimes that screws up the channel, but young man transparency time, yeah, right. It was decades ago when I was in college, bud. Let me see if I can zoom in here. I try not to screw up the stream, but if you can see there's ATF. The students are just beyond them. Just gathered outside. I'm assuming those were the students that had an early lunch that weren't let back in. The students are slowly but surely being let out of the school. I don't know if they had to talk to any of those students or if they were just kept in place for safety reasons. But the ATF is here. I saw at least 3 or 4 ATF agents exit the building, enter the building. Ever since Columbine happened, that's when they started sending in feds because, local law enforcement usually can't get anything right, so they have to send in the big boys for this type of stuff. As far as media outlets that are here, I saw ABC is here, NBC, Fox, all the major local affiliates. 9 News seems to have the biggest presence. Univision is here, the Spanish network, and I don't know what that one, I think that's another 9 News agent over there. I forgot my press badge, guys. Do you think that would have gotten me any more attention? More students are leaving the school. I've seen probably 60 to 70 students, somewhere in that range, leave the school. This is a huge school, and it does have a big roster, so I'm guessing there's about 5, 6, maybe 7, 800 students, even more. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been a counselor here, but it is a big school. Lots of room for students. Yeah. It is a big school, Show Me Sasquatch. I mean, and it's really pretty. If you're ever in Denver, you should make it a point to just look at the school. Just go down Colfax. Colfax is a Denver institution. There's lots of like sightseeing opportunities. The school is definitely one of them. It is a sight to behold for sure. It's a beautiful school, no doubt. So. The story here is, if you're just joining, I don't know if anybody new has joined. Hopefully the mods have given you a warm welcome. Two faculty members, I'm assuming teachers, have been shot critically. One is in surgery. The student that shot them is at large. Not 100% sure whether or not it was a student here. I think it's a safe assumption that it was a student here that maybe knew these teachers. Again, that's speculation on my part. I don't like to give you guys any type of information that is. See this. I think this parent got her son maybe. So they're slowly but surely like leaving people, letting people out. I'm assuming the kids with cars would be let go first. Just a plethora of information that's I don't know. But I mean, you guys are getting it as I get it too. I mean, like I said, I think they're starting to let the students on the far side go, because it's not quite as a big gathering over there. Students are being let out of the school, so I'm assuming that's just going to be a slow, deal. But obviously, the rest of this school day has been canceled. I don't have confirmation on that, but I think it's safe to assume if your school goes on lockdown and you're letting students out of the school, that the rest of the school day has been canceled. So there you go. They were trying to pat him down. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's about all I can gather from you for you guys right here. I was hoping that they would have had a media scrum. It's starting to get a little chilly out here. I don't have a jacket and I have a cold. I don't know if you guys can tell that in my voice. But to sum up, one more time, 2 faculty members were shot critically so by a student here. One is in surgery. These students are surely being let out now. Don't know if they're releasing them to their parents or just letting them out in general. But there's at least 15 cops here. The ATF is here. So the feds are involved, as well as local police. And that's all we have. I know the student is still at large. Hopefully we will get word that the student has been picked up for questioning and figure out what the hell happened here and why he did what he did, or her. I don't know if it's a male or female. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the coverage. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for hitting the like button on the way out if you haven't hit it. Tonight, I would really like it if you could join the channel. KDOT and I we're gonna do something a little different tonight. We're gonna be talking about a movie, an old movie called The Shining. So if you guys are horror buffs or interested in cinema and learning a thing or two, please join KDOT and myself tonight. KDOT finally watched the movie, and we're hope to see you guys tonight, approximately 8:30 Eastern time. So if you guys could join, that'd be great. But for now, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys so much for joining and supporting the channel, supporting independent journalism. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, be kind to your family, and treat everybody with respect. So anyways, take care, have a great day, and see you guys on the next one. Later, everybody.